Greetings, mortals, I am the Fallen Shogun and welcome to the Who's That Indie, being strategic, tactical survival games, usually of the indie variety, to your face holes. Today's indie game is Taur? Tower? Taur? What do you go Taur, like Centaur? Basically a direct control tower defense game. Direct control being where you control a tower. And obviously there's lots of other defensive towers. Now, the game will be released. I don't know if it's going to be early access or just released as of this video releasing, but I'm playing it 3 days ahead of its release date, so I don't know if it's going to be early access or not. But we're going to go straight into it. I've been playing too much. Currently at day 50, and we're fighting the Overlord, which means I might be completing this for you, and then I'll be playing again. So how the game works is there are multiple missions you get to pick, or there's just literally one every day. And there are 4 different varieties of missions. There's Siege, where the enemy attacks you in waves. There's Skyfall, where the enemy just drops down from the sky all over. No, Siege is where the enemy sends heavy equipment against you. Skyfall is where they drop it all over the place. Invasion is where waves happen. And there's like an aerial assault where you just get aerial vehicles. And this is the 5th one, which I'm assuming is a boss. Now, as you can see here, it gives you power, power cores, and prime crystals. How this works is every tower you build requires power to run it and some variants of the crystals. There's also a forge where you can make your primary weapon more powerful, as you can see here. This is currently here decent to dead center. Every time you upgrade it, the bars move further up, but there's also a chance you get worse. As you can see here, my current rating is 125 or 375, and there's smack dab in the middle. If I forge, I made it 70 better, but as you can see, the bar went up, so I can keep on going. Maybe it'll get better again, or maybe it'll get worse. Ooh, that's 30 better. And as you can see, the chance for it being better or worse also goes higher. But each and every time you roll, it's a gamble. See that? That was a bad roll. Let's do it again. Yeah, we're now poor, but at least the lower level is going up, so there's always a chance for us getting better each time. So it's a gamble, but you're always guaranteed to get slightly better with every gamble. There's also research, where you can unlock new towers and defences. The game is based around small towers, medium towers, and large towers. There being like 4 large towers, 8 medium towers, and a load of smalls. I'm going to go straight into it and show you how the game works, although this might be tough because I've never actually done this. I was beginning to think there was no end game. I really was. So each and every time you fight, you get different crystals. Now the problem with the crystal thing is, because you need certain crystals for certain towers, and it's giving me like, you saw the 2 colours it's giving me there, certain towers I cannot build because of it. Oh. Oh! 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 So how the game works is, the enemy sends enemy vehicles against you, usually in waves, and this time it's literally a massive, heavily armoured boss, and I've got a shield. You have 1 central tower, which I'm currently using. I'm using one of the several weapons I've got. This is the anti-air missile launcher. Oh. And you can build defences. You can also build drones or airships. Oh, it's not going down. So if I press spacebar, as you can see, this shows the actual buildings. Now, blue are buildings have unlocked, green are active ones. As you can see, it cost me 50 energy and 1 blue to unlock this. And now I've done it. I can now deploy a building on top of it. As you can see, each one requires different resources, most of the basic ones requiring blue. Now actually I want to have a, as you can see here, this is the Cyclone aircraft. This deploys a Cyclone gunship, so those are the big flyers. This one here deploys Guardians, which carry a shield and a spear, and these deploy Rangers, which are wheeled guys with arrows. These are little guys you see here just in the background. So you can also deploy airships, like fighters, gunships, bombers, Rangers, Guardians, and then you actually have your other turrets as well. You have the plasma turret, which fires plasma, the cryo beam, which is a close range slow fire, the artillery, which literally fires massive artillery shells, and of course you have the Talos missile defense, which I'm going to build maybe another one of. Of course, as you see, I need blue crystals. So I get missions where I don't get blue crystals. That's actually really bad for me, because then I can't actually build more stuff. There we go. Obviously, I left this around, but we also have the big ones, as you can see here. These require purple to unlock, and a lot of energy, which I'm going to unlock this one here. And obviously, the bigger ones here require the big yellows. I have a lot of them, but obviously, nothing to go and install it. But this here, as you can see, these require blue and purple. So, if I only get, say, green or only yellow, I can't actually build more buildings. So, the mission randomization can screw you over. The cat's dead. When your buildings are destroyed, your buildings are destroyed. When your soldiers are destroyed, the soldiers are destroyed. If a building gets destroyed, you have to rebuild it. If a soldier gets destroyed, you will get him back in the next battle. I also have energy shield. Got like one energy shield will pop up when the blue bar goes through. I only have 100 health of my actual base, so if I take hits, I'm in trouble. Also, if I go here, you can see how much damage I've taken. I've lost buildings. I've lost a lot of buildings. I'm already taking major hits. Okay, let's switch to my laser. Whoa, missiles! Oh, beams! Oh. I've lost. Okay, lost not to. I don't have enough energy to do any more. This is a bad mission to show you because this is actually. Oh, it's deploying everything. It's deploying everything. So yeah, it's actually a bad mission to show because obviously the enemy is overwhelmingly powerful. So I'm going to. I can't abandon. Can I not abandon? Let me abandon. So if we lose here, I'm going to lose all of my towers, which is a bit of a problem. You can also switch your beam to ground and air. As you can see, every time I press shift, I occasionally zoom out. That's me going to aerial mode. Oh my god, you're dying. So you have a primary and a secondary gun. The mortar is a secondary. When I played it 4 hours ago, it fired 2 shots. But there was an update, and now it fires 1 shot, which is a bit meh. Okay, I'm losing all my turrets. Beam! So in the bottom left, you will see a bar. That is my primary weapon. I'm using the beam because, oh my god. Because it reloads. Obviously, the bottom right is my secondary weapon. That's a gunship. I'm losing everything. I can't repair. Wait, I can repair. Okay, we built one thing. I'll take it. The beam also gives like energy damage. Oh wow. Is this how I lose? Because I've been playing the game for a while and it was like we kept on winning or losing. It didn't really seem to matter. And I was wondering if there was actually an end game. This is definitely an end game. Oh, shield. Oh, I'm dead. Now, hopefully, there'll be more to it. We'll have to start again. But, yeah. That is the boss of the game. I don't know if you can get on playing after you defeated the boss. But it's a tough bugger. Obviously, I got nothing for it. Day 51. So, do I fight him again? Or is it just regular fights? Invasion, as you can see here. It shows you how tough the enemy is. What resources you get. And obviously what type. This is invasion, 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 which is waves. Now, again, I lost buildings, so I need those blue and purple crystals. As you can see here, I get 1 purple. So these is useless. So you have to do a lot of missions to get what you need. Because obviously I want to build those buildings I lost. What's this? This is the primary cannon plasma mortar shells. Okay, that gives me another shot. Okay, they changed it so that the shells are now a research item. So I guess it might be early access then. It might be releasing early access because it's literally changing how certain things work depending on feedback. Okay. Also, I don't know, but I feel like the missions are all on the same 6 or so maps. Either it's procedurally generated, and I can barely tell a difference, or it's the exact same maps. But yeah, you're seeing the same things over and over again. What did I lose? I lost the entire centre. Oof. At least I got all my energy back. When a building is destroyed, you get the full resources back. So you can easily rebuild next time. But of course, that means you don't have anything for that mission. Once something is destroyed, you literally cannot rebuild it till it comes to the next one. Okay, there we go. Okay, give me the lasers. There we go. Let's just do them every 2. Yeah, sorry, I'll do them every 2. There we go. But yeah, I like how it obviously has different layers and things. This is the extent of the game. There we go. So I've got multiple anti-missile turrets around me. I've also lost the big turret. That was expensive to build. That's a bit expensive. This is what it usually is. So there will be a flare at some point dropped on the map, and enemies will come from those. Now there's different types of ground enemies. There's like these marauders which shoot. If they get close range, they put their little guns behind them and they start trying to stab you. Like these guys, they've got lasers. But as you can see, they put them back and they're charging with their swords. There's also missile units. And there's also more heavily armoured units. There'll also be tanks and missile turrets moving in and artillery. But that depends upon, obviously, on the difficulty. It's obviously a light wave. But yeah, there'll be missile firing. There'll be a few tanks. It does get a bit more advanced, depending on the difficulty, but the resources and the difficulty don't seem to connect that much. There it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, there go the fighters. You can also destroy most of the terrain, as you can see. But yeah, the difficulty doesn't seem to change that much. Like, the difficulty gets tougher, but you might find the resources are weaker on those ones. So it's a bit of an odd one. Now, each enemy can have health, as you can see here, which is the red bar. If I actually mouse, see if I can mouse over someone. They also have armour. See this shield thing over the armour? That is literally armour. So it goes health, armour, and the blue bar is usually shield. Now, certain weapons are stronger against shields, certain weapons are stronger against armour. Like my cannon, just swap to this, is better against armour. But it only has 5 shots. And the beam is better against shield. So you can swap out. Now, press tab. I can sort of completely change my loadout. But obviously I like how it is. I've not changed everything. I don't even have any abilities really set up, as you can see. So I've set up Time Warp with Q, which is new. So you can have abilities, you can have primary weapons and secondary weapons. And obviously you can also build, if you feel like it, a massive army. Although the actual troops are very odd. There's laser beams and cannons, but your troops are using shields and bows and spears. Like, we literally have fighters. I don't know why we're using shields and swords, but you know, someone decided that was a good idea. Okay, slow them down. That needs to die. There we go. You can also zoom in. You like hold the right mouse, you zoom in, so you have a closer look at what's going on. I'm definitely need to get a second shield. My shield is that one there. Second shield definitely is for more health. But yeah, this is the game. Like, it came up as one of those games I was kind of curious about because the look was pretty unique. But I'm not. Like, I've definitely played it for a lot. I was expecting to play a lot less. I've definitely put a few hours into this game. I usually put like 1 or 2. But yeah, I have been seeing a lot of the same missions over and over and over again. It has become quite repetitive because you see the same 4 zones. Now I'm assuming hopefully that changes in the future, because I genuinely cannot tell if it's procedural or literally just those same maps. They're so very similar. They might be procedural for all I know. Yeah, we've got air raid on the salt flats and air raid on the oasis. I need blue. That gives me the most blue, but that is a massive enemy resistance. Oh, that might be bad. Let's do it. So a massive one might be bad because, again, we'll be fighting. Okay, let's give more shield. Can I give myself extra armor? Yes, I can. Okay. This wasn't here before. There we go. So I have a bit more health. Let's do this. So we need the money and we need the blue to carry on unlocking more slots. Obviously, the more slots you have, the more things you can put down. You don't really care about losing them because you can rebuild them. Of course, losing them for that mission is going to be a bit tough. And I have lost a lot of my front stuff. I did have 2 of these gunships. One of my gunships is gone. Okay, I have to rebuild a new gunship. Where are they? Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, there's so many. Bombers! Bring down the bombers. Gunships! Luckily my beam does a bit of fire damage. Okay, it's mostly fighters now. Oh, I took a hit. Did I lose anything? No. Am I shooting the ground? Yeah, I'm shooting the sky. Good. Okay, that's another 2 down. I think all my fighters are brought down. My shields are down. This might have been a bad one for me. Yeah, this might be pretty bad. So this is the game. Obviously the effects are pretty interesting. The fact that there's no music might be like, you know, a future thing. Okay, I've lost 1300. What got killed? What got killed? Because obviously there was music on the main page. It's actually quite an interesting music. I like the music. But there's no music in here. The actual ground is way too shiny. Like, look how shiny it is. It looks like the whole world's made of glass. Now, the combat effects are really good. Like, the beams, the actual combat sounds are really, really good. Oh my god. Okay. I need to get a thing up there. How am I doing? Have I lost anything? Luckily I can say I can rebuild lost things. It's just, it's annoying because I kind of need a lot more shooting right now. And my artillery pieces at the top of my base don't do anything. Are you winning? And my archers, because they're shooting, you know, bows instead of guns, they're pretty useless against anything which moves. Ironically, against tanks, they're really good. Oh, wow. So yeah, some missions get really insanely over the top. And the Overlord, as you saw, is insanely out of my league. But yeah. So, there's this weird bar at the top. I think if you lose full control, you lose the game. I've not tested it. But every time you do a mission, if you lose a lot of points. If you abandon them because you have to, because you pick one of 3, you lose some points. Obviously, victory gets you a load. But I've never lost. Even when I've gotten down to like halfway, I've never lost. Okay, aerial, that's extreme. That's medium, but I need the large. See this? I need this, but it gives me more resources than that. So why would I do that when I have this? Now, Skyfall, as I said, is just dropping of troops across the base. And if I can, I'll try and find a siege too, so you can see everything. You've already seen an invasion, you've seen an air raid, you've seen a Skyfall now. But yeah, I think the maps are different. I think they're procedurally generated, because I've definitely fought on this map before, but it looks slightly different. The Skyfall is exactly as it says. As you can see, just drop all over. Okay, give me another Cyclone aircraft. Give me another gun. There we go. The more weapons I have firing, the better. I'm out of blue. What am I getting for this? Purple. Ah. Obviously they have actual names, but because they all look similar, you don't really care. It's just whatever colour they are, we need them. Okay, there we go. Like I say, the battles are pretty powerful. The combat effects are really good. I do like how the shields look. I wish there was music. Because gameplay does become repetitive until you start finding the bigger things. Obviously right now, Like, the weapons don't feel like they have enough charge to be useful, if I'm honest. Like, even the gun, before the update, could only shoot 3 shots. Now you can upgrade it to, like, 5 shots? But it's 5 shots. Even the beam only lasts for a few seconds. I just feel like they should definitely last longer. You don't really feel like you're doing too much to change the battle, you know? But yeah, you can destroy the scenery. It says in the actual description, which made me interested in the game, that destroying scenery changes how the game is played. Now, as far as I can tell right now, what that means is you can shoot a tree to shoot the enemy behind it. I've tried blowing up bridges and things, which occasionally appear on some of the levels, but you don't blow up the bridges. They don't get destroyed. You can't change the way the enemy is coming at you. But yeah, I've played a lot more than I expected. I've definitely put in more than a few hours. So, I was going to say I don't think much of the game, but considering the amount of time I put into it, I'd give it a go. Ironically. Yeah. It's definitely absorbed my time. Like, I don't know how much it's going to cost because I've got no information about the game. All I've got is it's releasing on the 20th and I'm recording this on the 17th. So this is a few days in advance to release. Now I'm assuming it's going to be early access. There we go. Because obviously like it feels like there's a few things which need to be altered. But there you are. But yeah, once you get to 100, like, nothing changes. You don't get any bonuses for 100 right now. Maybe you will when it releases, but you don't right now. So, you know. I was expecting when you hit 100 to fight the Overlord, but as you saw, I was randomly fighting the Overlord at 98. So, yeah. Okay, we need blue, so we're going to have to do this one. Because neither of these two give us blue. And that's the thing. I'm not fighting the ones which I think give me the most points. I'm fighting the ones which actually give me the resources I need, because resources are completely random. And because it's only 3 every time, you don't get an equal mix of this gives that. Sometimes they'll give the exact same thing, which is nothing like what you need, so you still have to fight to get what you need. So that could definitely be altered a bit. Okay, need another one of those. We need another Aegis to get more shield up and running. We need the big gun up and running too. I had 2 big guns, didn't I? No? Okay, that's 500, but I also need a blue to unlock that. That's 1,000, that's 750. But I need 5 blue. I'm not getting enough blue. Which is actually called whatever. Okay. Fire the artillery. But yeah, the weapons don't really feel that effective. And they don't last long enough to be effective. I'd definitely like to see a game where you are actively involved in combat to give you a little bit more options. Now obviously you can get a lot more special abilities, but yeah, it does feel like you're only temporarily involved. The bigger battles you're not too into it unless you're using your abilities, which seem more effective than the big massive laser on the top of your base. Need some Hail Hydra beams. But yeah, as far as I can tell, the scenery exists in this game to be destroyed to get out of the way. I'm assuming it's also making it look nice. Like, the explosions look really lovely. Like, the smoke effects, the particle effects look really good. The combat sounds sound good. There's a few weak ones. I think that's because we're literally using bows. Yeah, but the actual combat effects look really nice. That's all of them. But yeah, you're fighting to save this world from the Imperium, which sends in its square troops versus your wheel troops, who have fighters and gunships and longbows. Like, they can literally deploy a mobile base which gets dropped from orbit. But oh wow. but they, yeah, still use longbows. So I'm doing a full over beam to hopefully damage them, because the fire obviously hurts them. Oh, wow. But yeah, this is what you get. Look at this. Oh, they're dropping in tanks as well. Okay, shield is drop. Oh, okay. They've got a scorpion on the field. Okay, burnt that down. They're still dropping more tanks. You can, if you get it right, destroy the actual fighters dropping these tanks off. It's difficult. That's a bomber. Where that tank goes, it die. But yeah, as you can see, if all the battles were like this, it would be absolutely awesome, because the battles get epic, but stuff like Skyfall and stuff, eh. It's just resources. That wave was huge. I need more resources to try and kill that Overlord again. But yeah, it doesn't look like much. Yet I've been sucked into it now for many hours today. Many, many hours. Which is not something I was expecting to say. I kind of like being games I don't like, but yeah, I've been playing this a lot. An awful lot. Damn it, I needed 5. An awful... Ooh, more. I got Skyfall again. But yeah, see, this gives me... this is massive, this is light. I'll do this. I need the... The energy will also be useful to me. As you can see, we seem to be fighting that same mission we've been fighting before. Like we fought inside the lake, we fought next to the edge of the lake, and now we're next to the lake. I think it's randomised or procedurally generated. But I've definitely fought... I fought on this map before. I'm beginning to feel like there's one big map, it just picks one of like 6 or 7 positions on that map. But I've definitely fought on this before. There we go. Oh, reloading. But yeah, the basic minions, they're pretty meh. Giving them guns or upgrades, that'd be awesome. Like, I could upgrade them to shoot, like, freezing arrows, but I can't give them a rifle. But I do like how these guys put their guns on their back and they all start stabbing each other. That is pretty cool. I definitely give major props for that. They could just have, like, a stabber enemy and a shooter enemy and look exactly the same. But I like how they just put their guns on their back and start attacking. It is pretty nice. I think I could also buy a repaired unit. Or at least a repair ability anyway. Definitely going to have to fight against the Overlord again. First ever time on camera. Yeah. Just need all the guns. What are we doing energy wise? Oh, I can do that. How much was it? 3. Second Aegis. That should give me a lot more shield. Well, it gives me no extra shield, so I can only have 1. Okay. I see how it is, game. I see how it is. I have now learned a valuable thing. You can't double up on the shield gens. Where that shield gen is, yeah. That only gives you like... alright. This is a light combat mission. There's a lot of enemies here for a light combat mission. See, they've got machine guns. I have bows and arrows. And artillery. It's a weird mixture. Not too sure it works. I found it amusing when I first saw the bowmen. Because Rangers expected like sniper rifles. It's a weird mix. I would like some way of upgrading them to have more advanced equipment. But as you can see, gaining control when you're at the end doesn't seem to do anything. At all. At all. Which is a weird thing. And now I've just got this, so I don't know when the attack's going to happen again. Maybe in wave 100? This one gives me more what I need. Who knows? But yeah, you don't do really the missions based on what you're fighting. You do it based on what you're getting. I definitely need some more ground troops. Let me get this machine gun back up and running. Yeah, this is a striker auto turret. Yeah, let's get another one of these. There we go. But you can't upgrade your zone. You don't get any extra things. I can't like build another layer after this. What you see is what you get. So if you like what you see, that's awesome. But there are no hidden things. There might be, again, in the future if they change it. But right now, what you see is what you get. There we go. Plenty of guns. So, second shield doesn't give me a second shield. That's a bit meh. Definitely get some more ground troops then. Anyway, I've been the Fallen Shogun. This has been another first impression. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao for now, people. More Guardians. Oh, there we go. More shields. Also, your troops don't attack. Just stay in like a defensive position. They literally just stay in like a semicircle just outside the shield. Your archers are ranged inside the shield, like your shield guys outside. I've played this map dozens of times. Like the amount of times it's done being straight up there. It can't be randomised then. It's got to be just picking from the same spots on the same maps. Anyway, ciao for now, people. Be awesome. Be epic. And I will be seeing you. Those effects in the next one.